which is coming in. We are quickly shifting focus across to this regarding the Bengal Beti who had been betrayed. In fact, remember, we've been telling you how her body was also burned. A PIL came up in the Kolkata High Court. These are visuals coming in of the BJP delegation which had gone to visit the victim's family. Earlier in the day, you had the TMC delegation also, which was there meeting the victim's family. In fact, this is the very latest which is coming in, where you have the BJP delegation which is meeting this. This, of course, is happening right now. In the midst of it all, you have the BJP who has made very scathing criticisms at the TMC, saying that the entire probe has been scuttled because the main accused in this case is none other than the son of one of the TMC leaders, who is, of course, in 14-day judicial custody. However, the BJP has said that there is a systematic bid which has been committed by the TMC police to try and scuttle the entire probe. Remember, even as we speak, there are 2 PILs which are pending in the Kolkata High Court, and this is the son, the main accused in this case, of a horrific murder as well as rape of a 14-year-old child. In fact, we'll just get you the visuals also coming in of the BJP delegation which is meeting the family members. Earlier in the day, you had Mahua Moitra, the TMC MP, who had also met the family members. Remember what happened in the court today, and that's going to be very critical as well. The court is hearing 2 separate PILs which have been filed, which say that there was systematic bid to try and scuttle the probe. The family said that they were under so much pressure that they even cremated the body even before getting a death certificate. So there was no post-mortem. They said that they were threatened also, and this is in a statement they had given to the magistrate. The family have claimed that they were threatened by the accused family not to go and lodge an FIR. They were even threatened and intimidating into not taking their daughter, their bleeding daughter, to the hospital. She could perhaps been saved if she had reached the hospital on time. But now you have the BJP demanding justice in this case. In fact, these are the visuals which are coming in. The BJP delegation has arrived there with, of course, a lot of police protection also, because the family has been alleging that they are under immense pressure by the accused family, who are very, very powerful. In fact, the family has said that the entire case now is being scuttled and they are under a lot of pressure, because remember, Broja, who is the main accused in this case, he is the son of an influential TMC leader, and the family has alleged that the party workers have forcibly stopped the family members from filing an complaint. Let me go across to Tanushree, who is joining us. Tanushree, from Hanskhali, the final visuals, which are latest visuals coming in, are of the BJP delegation. What are the promises which are being made by the BJP, because they've been at the forefront of accusing Mamata Banerjee of scuttling this entire probe, shielding the TMC leader's son?
Well, the BJP certainly has met with the family, and previously also yesterday the BJP had met, another delegation had met the family, and the promises that the BJP are making is that they are standing beside the victim's family, and they do support and want a CBI probe into this matter, because it involves Trinamool Congress leader son, and who is the prime accused in this matter. Which is why the BJP has also demanded for a CBI probe in the investigation. That's the story.
Well, keep trying the developments on that front. We are going to get you sound bites as well of what exactly the BJP's demands are. In fact, Tanushree, you must give us a sense of what happened in the courtrooms today as well, because the BJP have been demanding that there should be an independent CBI probe into it. Remember, there are 2 PILs which are currently pending in the Hanskhali case in the Kolkata High Court, where they have demanded a CBI query, a CBI probe into the case, because the victim's family have alleged in their statements that they have made under Section 164 of the CRPC that they are being threatened and intimidated by the powerful family of the accused. In fact, they were not allowed to take their daughter for treatment, that they were forced to quickly cremate her body, even not waiting for a death certificate to come in. Now, BJP has arrived there. Earlier in the day, you had Mahua Moitra of the TMC, a TMC MP. In fact, I believe we have Dilip Ghosh's soundbite coming in.
और धरना दे रहे 2016 से धरना दे 10 साल बीत गया, लेकिन उनका कोई न्याय नहीं मिला है, तो इसलिए वो धरना दे रहे हैं। हम भी इनके साथ पहले दिन से ही हैं। सरकार बार-बार इनको और वादा दिया है, लेकिन आज तो कुछ नहीं किया है। आज संजोग वश तो जिस विभाग में ये घोटाला हुआ है उस विभाग के मंत्री पार्थ चटर्जी जो शिक्षा मंत्री रहे पहले, इनके समय इतनी सारी घोटाले हुई है, उनको सीबीआई बुलाया है। ये हमारे लिए बहुत लज्जा की बात है, लेकिन सच्चाई सामने आनी चाहिए।
हांसखाली मैटर जहां एक और कोर्ट
Well, in fact, let me go across to Rahul Sinha of the BJP who's joining us here in the show. Rahul Sinha जी, बीजेपी की क्या मांग है? अभी ऑलरेडी हाई कोर्ट 2 PIL सुन रहा है, सुनवाई हो रही है, whether or not it should be handed over to the BJP, to the CBI. आप ये बताइए, बीजेपी के साइड से क्या डिमांड्स है आपकी?
कौन सा केस?
ये हांसखाली रेप एंड मर्डर केस की बात करें।
देखिए, हांसखाली सिर्फ नहीं, पश्चिम बंगाल में जितना ऐसा केसेस है सब में तृणमूल कांग्रेस का लोग शामिल है और इस केस का भी सीबीआई जांच होना चाहिए। कारण पश्चिम बंगाल पुलिस का ऊपर कोई भरोसा किसी का नहीं है। आप देखिए, जो 4 रेप जो पहले हुआ था, दमयंती सेन का ऊपर कोर्ट ने आदेश दिया जो उन्होंने इस मामला का इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेंगे। ये तो पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार के लिए सबसे बड़ा लज्जा का बात है कि कोर्ट तय कर रहा है, इन्होंने इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेंगे। वो भी पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार का ही एक ऑफिसर है। तो इसीलिए जो काम पश्चिम बंगाल सरकार को करना चाहिए, जो कौन इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेगा, वो काम कोर्ट कर रहा है। मतलब सरकार का ऊपर कोई भरोसा ही कोर्ट का नहीं है। सरकार के ऊपर भरोसा, जिन परिवार का ऊपर हमला हुआ, जिन परिवार का ऊपर अत्याचार हुआ, किसी का नहीं है। इसीलिए हांसखाली का घटना सिर्फ नहीं, हम लोग बोलपुर में जो नाबालिका का ऊपर अत्याचार हुआ, उनका दर्शन हुआ, उस केस में भी हम सीबीआई इंक्वायरी का मांग कर रहे हैं, तब जाके सच सामने आ जाए।
5 केसेस तो ऑलरेडी सीबीआई के पास जा चुकी है इन द लास्ट 2 years। राहुल सिन्हा, आपको लगता है कि अब कोर्ट को भी नहीं लगता कि शायद ममता बनर्जी जस्टिस दिला सकती है?
ममता बनर्जी जस्टिस कैसे दिला सकता है? जो चीफ मिनिस्टर सीधा बोल रहा है, ये जो जिन लड़की के ऊपर अत्याचार करके मौत हुआ, शर्म नहीं है? ऐसा महिला एक मुख्यमंत्री सीधा जो लोग बलात्कार किया उनका पक्ष ले रहा है। काल उनका जो बयान हुआ, वो बंगाल का सारे लोगों का शर्म से सिर झुक गया। उन्होंने सीधा आरोप लगा रहा है उन परिवार को, जिन परिवार का ऊपर इतना बड़ा हादसा हुआ और जिन लोगों ने ऐसा काम किया, उन लोगों को पक्ष में इन्होंने बात कर रहा है। पहले से प्रेम था, इसमें कहा ये हुआ, कहा वो हुआ। जैसे एक वकील का रोल प्ले कर रहा है पश्चिम बंगाल मुख्यमंत्री।
तो आपको लगता है कि ममता बनर्जी इस मामले में जस्टिस दिला ही नहीं सकती? थैंक यू सो मच, Rahul Sinha of the BJP coming out and saying this case too must be handed over to the CBI. Let me go across to Tamal. Tamal, of course, we had earlier in the day TMC MP Mahua Moitra also visiting the family, and now you have the BJP delegation too, and 2 very different versions are coming out from both.
Trinamool Congress ruled state government of Mamata Banerjee has never supported CBI probe, have never called for a CBI probe, but this time in the case of Rampurhat violence, we saw the state government not challenging the court order of giving the matter to the CBI. However, had also cast aspersion if CBI probe takes any political color or tries driving home any political agenda, then there would be protests. But in this case, as far as the Hanskhali case of alleged rape of a minor is concerned, we have seen high voltage argument inside the courtroom. The state's argument is they have not been informed up till 10th of April. What is the argument of the other 3 petitioners? Number 1, they have got no faith on police, that they have been dilly-dallying, that the family had been under alleged coercion. Number 2, under POCSO rule, no one should be making any kind of insinuations, making any kind of statements on the minor, which the Chief Minister's comment has been construed to be an insinuation and a remark on the minor's character and on the overall issue as being highlighted by the petitioner in the court. And number 3, the petitioner has also highlighted lapses in the probe so far, as whether after the complaint was received, did the police do enough and everything as per the procedure. For example, all the 164 statements which have been recorded so far, have they been video recorded or not? So all these arguments came up, and the mood demand of the petitioners had been a CBI probe or a probe by the independent agency. A quick recall of what happened before this matter came up before the Calcutta High Court. There were 4 other matters of alleged incidents of rape, or rather I should call rape, because the state admits there had been 4 instances or incidents of rape in the state in the last 1 month, to which the Calcutta High Court Division Bench of Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court has expressed deep anguish and questioned the state as why is it happening? Why is it happening, and has the state done introspection? To which the state...
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. Let me go across to Anirban Banerjee also, who's joining us. Anirban, now the BJP is saying that there is no faith and no trust in any probe that Mamata Banerjee is going to carry out. Nothing short of a CBI probe can actually help. The court is also now looking into it.
Well, in that case, did the CBI ever probe that particular rally in Jammu where the BJP took out a rally in support of the Kathua rape accused?
Well, this is not about the BJP actually. This is about the courts. This is what the courts have said.
You are raising a question that was raised by the BJP. Then how it is not about the BJP?
This is what the courts have decided. Let me remind you, Anirban, in the last 2 years, 5 of the cases have been handed over to CBI. This includes your Kandu case, this includes your Birbhum case, today Niranjan case as well, which is why these are serious allegations.
You are referring to the recent ghastly rape incident and what the BJP has said about that, and now when I am replying, it is not about the BJP. That's
Will you reply about the courts? You are casting aspersions on the BJP. Will you cast aspersions on the court's order also?
What is casting aspersion on the BJP? The BJP took out a rally supporting the rape accused in Kathua. What is aspersion? That is a statement of fact. You should get your facts right before questioning in that case.
I'm very sorry. Maybe you should perhaps look into the facts as well, because we are talking about Hanskhali right now. Are you trying to avoid speaking about Hanskhali? I asked you about Hanskhali. You do not want to speak about
it. Did you not refer to about the BJP?
We asked them. When required, we asked them the right questions. At the time of Hathras, we asked the right questions. Today you are supporting the TMC, Anirban Banerjee. I am asking you about Hanskhali. Is that making you uncomfortable?
Of the BJP statement,
if you don't have the answers, try not to deflect. If you don't have the answers, don't deflect.
Consider as my answer or not, you raised the name of the party called Bharatiya Janata Party, and therefore I reflect on them. And now you have a problem.
I asked you about Hanskhali. Can you reply on that?
Okay, what is your question about Hanskhali?
Do you think Mamata Banerjee can ensure justice in Hanskhali when she says that the victim may have been pregnant, that the victim may have had a love affair?
No, absolutely I can. There will be justice, because in previous cases where, say for example in Park Street or say Kamduni, where the opposition has said that the Chief Minister was trying to somehow deflect a proper investigation in a different manner, actually the accused persons in Park Street case, 3 of them are under life imprisonment term. In Kamduni case, 3 of them were awarded death penalty and 3 others are under life imprisonment term. Now, if you don't...
Perhaps you should present a better case and a better image of the state's propensity to probe and ensure justice, because the court doesn't seem to be agreeing with that, at least in 5 different cases. However, thank you so much, Anirban Banerjee. Let me go across to Tamal Saha, and after that we'll also play out what exactly it is that Suvendu Adhikari has also said regarding it. But Tamal, as we can see, the TMC essentially is deflecting, saying in many cases we have ensured justice. There's really no need for another independent central agency probe.
Well, Trinamool Congress definitely being at the helm of affairs in the state, and law and order being a state subject, would definitely want to ensure, or rather give out a word of assurance that they're doing enough and they're doing right. But then over the past couple of months, we have seen how time and again, just not BJP, left, Congress, all put together, have questioned the existing law and order situation in the state. You had the alleged incidents of post-poll violence, matter gone to CBI. You have the Rampurat violence, matter gone to CBI. You had the Jhalda, Congress councillor's death, matter gone to CBI. You had the eyewitnesses case, again in connection with the Jhalda Congress councillor's death. Matter gone to CBI. So basically every time the court has given that order, the court has also highlighted there had been lapses on part of the police. If you talk about the Hanskhali case, what had been the demand of the opposition parties? They have been saying that police themselves have been allegedly involved, and if that be the case, if so be the case, how can police be trusted with the investigation or given the right to investigate the matter? So overall, time and again, one after the other, questions have been raised on the conduct of the police, be it the case of Topunkundu Congress councillor murder case because an IC is allegedly involved, be it Rampurat violence case where question had been raised as whether police respond on time, did they do enough and did they do everything on time. You talk about the alleged incidents of post-poll violence, opposition parties went to court saying that police did not even register case. So when it comes to law maintaining agency of the state, which is the state police, when aspersions after aspersions have been cast on them, the obvious question that was volleyed before the state, is the law and order situation enough? To which Trinamool Congress time and again has maintained that they are doing enough and law and order is a state subject. They are not at fault. They are doing the investigation properly. That's why they are not even objecting to CBI probe. But what had been the argument of the opposition? They are saying people on the ground have been killed, people have been bombed, Rampurat violence has happened. So thus, at this point in time, there is a clear deterioration of law and order situation. You have Congress, for that matter, literally echoing what BJP is saying. The law and order situation has deteriorated to an extent that there should be Article 355 invoked, where law and order is being taken up by the centre, asking for central intervention. BJP every day, almost every day, is saying there should be a precedence rule. Almost every month there is some reason for BJP delegation to come to the Governor House and submit a deputation and ask for precedence rules. So as far as accumulation of opposition's allegations eventually put together as an aspersion on the law-keeping agency as the state police, there are several uncomfortable questions before the state government, and definitely they have a lot to answer, and they answer quick.
We'll keep tracking the developments on the ground. This is, many have called it a rerun of what happened in Hathras. We'll just